Now, this is where it all began, the first house where we stayed in, which was the first of many, many places where people put us up along the way. This is just a family home of a British family who met us on the ferry. We were going around saying, does anyone want to take us? We're looking to get to Malaysia. And they sort of said, I don't know, we live in Poitiers. But that's where it all began. This was a slightly less comfortable place to sleep, in a treehouse in Slovenia. But you take what you get while you're on the road, and trying to save money as well. This one, we're moving quite swiftly. We're into Croatia already, and these were two French guys sitting next to my friend Will, who put us up in their camper van for 5 days and journeyed with us all the way through Croatia. That was amazing, to be able to actually know that you didn't have to worry about hitchhiking for 5 days. You just had to sit in someone's car and enjoy the view. This was moving again quickly to Turkey, and I just absolutely love this culture of shisha, just slowing down, having a lot of cups of tea as well. And this actually was an Iranian chap who, kind of went before the rest of his native people, in the sense that they are just so hospitable, and he kind of found a hotel for us to stay in and stuff. Amazing. This was one of our more interesting places to sleep, in the middle of a central reservation in Turkey. We just arrived somewhere really late one night. A trucker dropped us off. We didn't know where to go, so that's where we ended up. Back to Iran. We spent 5 weeks there. We had a slight issue. This is a typical kind of hitchhiker in the back of a pickup truck with a lot of people. They kind of need a reason not to stop in Iran, which makes a nice change from the rest of Europe. But we did have a bit of a trouble. These guys saved our lives, basically, in Iran by giving us jobs, because we got there and soon realized that we didn't have any way of getting money because they don't accept credit. But we were okay, fortunately, with their help. This is why we're okay. We got into fancy dress in Pakistan. We decided to fit in with the culture a bit, and that's me looking pretty. Actually, I'm running the London Marathon this year dressed like that, which will be fun. Not looking forward to that. But yeah, so Pakistan, real cultural shock, actually, apart from the fact that we were dressed so differently. We also, the whole never refuse an offer thing, took it a bit too far and decided to drink their water without any purification tablets. So we were sick for about a week and stayed there with a family who just put us up, were so kind, just unbelievable hospitality. And as someone earlier, I can't remember who, said about Muslim hospitality, you see it everywhere. Another thing you see, or rather don't see, are women. This is about all we saw of the women before we got to kind of really eastern Pakistan, because in the remote areas, when you go and stay with a family, they have a specific guest room for you, and they put you there so that you don't see the women, and you have to say to them, oh, we want to go outside, and then they go outside and tell the women to get inside. Very different. This was fishing with Zakir, who was our host in the middle in the black jumper. Lovely, lovely man. And they love you in Pakistan. Just amazing. So different from what you hear over here. They just adore you for being different to them and are so fascinated by you. This is a case in point. A tragic earthquake happened just down the road, 50 kilometers from where we were, killed 300 people. And these guys put us up. They were about 5 kilometers from the epicenter. We hitchhiked there, bad decision, and slept with them outside. This was one of my favorite lifts. We're on top of a truck there, and we stayed there for 42 hours, going right across the breadth of Pakistan, all the way from Quetta to Lahore. It was, I think it's 1,200 kilometers in 42 hours. This is the border. We were glad to get out of Pakistan, to be honest. The whole being sick for a whole week and feeling debilitated, mixed with the fact that you couldn't get away from people, and the fact that they were so hospitable got a bit tiring in the end, meant that we were very glad to get out in tremendous ceremony at the Wagah border. And this is my face being unhappy because of all the people. This was in India, I think. And yeah, I mean, a lot of the thing, to say I hitchhiked to Malaysia sounds quite easy, really, but, well, it doesn't sound easy, but it's easy to say. And this was most of how I spent my time, just feeling a bit depressed. It's good too. There's a lot of people. I don't know which photograph sums it better than here in the cattle market in Dhaka in Bangladesh, where we spent a month, not in the cattle market, but in Bangladesh, trying to work out how we were going to get through Burma to the other side and to Thailand and Malaysia. this group of people kind of typifies what would happen all the way, especially in Pakistan and Bangladesh. When you get to these places, they just crowd around you, are fascinated by you. We called them the fellowship. We'd often kind of make speeches to them, glorious speeches, but I don't know if they understood, but they seemed happy enough. This was still in Dhaka. This is Eid, sorry for the squeamish. Evan at the back is a vegetarian, which is why he's looking rather shocked. But the rest of them are really enjoying it. And it's an amazing festival of sacrifice. They're not just killing a cow. It's an incredible thing. They give away like a third of the stuff to the poor, give away money, and it's amazing. This is actually the last slide. Happened very quickly. This was our first out of 4 attempts to get into Myanmar, Burma. It's impossible to get there. And to find out how we managed it, or kind of managed to get to Malaysia at least, you'll have to read the book. Thank you very much.